Hello and welcome. I'm Shikha Yadav reporting from Jagran Lakecity University's International Media Fest. Today we have Prasenjit Mund, eminent journalist with us. He is resident editor of Times of India MPCG. So, sir, as your session going to be about is on digital journalism. So, what is this whole concept about? If you can tell in a nutshell for our viewers.
Thank you for having me here first. And digital journalism is not something that I can say in probably an hour or 2 hours or 10 hours, because it is the way to the future. Everybody now wants news, immediately. So earlier news had a cycle. Yeah. So now everything now is news is per second. So every second you see some other news channel or website may have come up with something new, something different. So one of the challenges here is to obviously keep up with the tempo, but it is a double-edged sword. It can cut both ways. So if you are not correct about your fact checking and all, you may land in big trouble, because the quicker the way you get bouquets here, and the big bets come much faster. So you have to be very careful about what you do. And the like TUI I work for, we do not say we have to be first. Our focus is to be correct, and that should be the focus all the time, to be authentic, to be correct, to check your facts doubly, triply before you put it out online. Okay, that's it.
Yes, sir. You talked about challenges, but what is the biggest challenges or challenge of digital journalism which lags it behind in comparison to other forms, and how it can be overcome?
One thing is obviously how to retain your readership, because they get the same content everywhere, right? Exclusivity is no longer a factor. In print, you have an exclusive. Like, I have done a story, it's it's my story. But once it is out on the web, anybody and everybody can pick it up. That is one challenge. And second challenge obviously is authenticity. What is fake news? It is very difficult sometimes to differentiate between fake news and what is actual news, because there are sometimes it happens that there are some sections of people who are pushing that fake news, and it is done in a very systematic way. So most often you can make out what is fake news. Sometimes it's difficult. So again, I come back to it. You have to triple check your facts before rushing in to be first.
Indeed. It is said that digital journalism is the future, but what is the future of digital journalism if we.
The possibilities are boundless. Like, one of the best things that it offers you is to tell your story. See, we are storytellers. Journalists are storytellers. We tell a news story, but it's at the end of the day a story. So you can use it. You can say it through a podcast. You can say it through live stream. You can say it through a feature. This thing, you can say it through graphics. So the possibilities are endless. Whoever thought that 20 years ago, whoever thought that every government people will have a smartphone in their hands. So we really don't know what is going to happen 10 years down the line, but we have to be prepared for the technological changes that are coming, and change is the only constant. Journalism has been around and it will be around, because we have kept evolving with time. Print will always be there. Print is the real foundation, it's the bulwark of journalism. But digital media obviously is the thing of the future. And what form it takes is open to your imagination. It's limited by your imagination. People can think of anything. Who knows? Tomorrow we might have even more interactive graphics. Instead of telling it through words, we just tell it through pictures and graphics. Yeah.
Absolutely. Anything you liked the most about this media festival?
I think it gives students, it gives youngsters a perspective, a very a very wide perspective, and also a very in-depth look at how journalism is evolving, and what are the trends and what they should do to prepare themselves for the challenges that are coming. Because uh, in my 20 21 years as a journalist, I have seen not journalism change. Journalism is the same, but the processes change very quickly. The systems that we work on. So unless you are adaptive, you will not be able to keep up with the change. Okay, so this sessions like these, they give you an opportunity to look at yourself, look at your strengths and weaknesses, look at what's happening around you, around the world, and see where you should place yourself and what you should do to be ready for the future.
Yes, sir. Sessions provide us chance to self introspect. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank
So
you.
this was Prasenjit Mund, resident editor of Times of India (MPCG). Stay tuned, keep watching to Lakecity Live and listening to Lakecity Voice with camera person Talib Mohammed, Shikha Yadav, JLU Bhopal.